You guys have zero sperm count now.
I know. I'm blasted. I'm blasted.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to a new Creepy Old Crypt. You know, we don't always get to showcase some of the great hotels and resorts around the country that we go to. We are at the Four Seasons in Orlando. Well, actually, it used to be a Hampton Inn, but they changed it, and we're at the Four Seasons. You know, I'm sorry. I really wish we could let some light into the room. You know, I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Let
me just open the window real quick.
Yeah, so this is a Hilton overnight, where it kind of it used to be a Best Western, and what? Huh? Oh my God! Look at that! Is that Chandrilla, the planet in which we orbit?
Yeah, where Mon Mothma is from.
Wow! Guess what, guys? We pulled a stunt on you. That's right. We are at the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser here in the outer rim of the galaxy.
But you figured
I
out
almost
2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I don't know what gave it away. Probably that planet, Chandrilla. Now, are these we've been seeing shuttles come in. Is that to pick us up?
Yeah, that's to pick us up. We have to leave soon.
We do. We have to leave soon. We are here on our last day. We're on borrowed
Yes.
time
Yes.
here in the Star Wars universe. But we had to get this to you. We had to get this transmission out because it's fresh on our minds. We're checking out today. We had a whole 2-day experience, and you know, people have been saying forever, "Oh, I wish you could have gone to the Star Wars hotel." Oh, did you hear they're closing it? Did you hear they're closing it? I told you I'd get in. We talked about it on Creepy Old Crypt before, that this wasn't my problem. This wasn't our problem. It was Disney's problem. You're getting us in there one way or another, and I don't want to go. I'm not going to go into how we got into this, but all I'm going to say is you put the energy out there enough, you will make it happen. And we said this is not even an option. We will be on that Starcruiser. Here we are.
Yeah.
So the power of not The Secret. That book sucks. What's another book that's like that? Where you believe it enough that it happens. Shit, that is The Secret.
Chicken soup.
Not The Secret. What's the opposite of a secret? The well-known fact. This is I'm going to write a book called The Well-Known Information. So check that out. Anyway, so we, through a series of fortunate events, unlike that Lemony Snicket loser, I don't know, that was a deep cut for all you book fans, but we found our way on the Starcruiser. We got on here. Let's talk about our experience. Oh, special guest this week, Kevin. Shout out.
Yes.
Anyway, we also got Ryan was on the cruise.
What's
Our
up?
good friend Ryan, doctor. Some say he's a doctor, and some don't. But that's okay because he
is.
He is.
Yes.
There you go.
Confirmed.
And then we got the man, Jared. Jared, can I give your list of credits here? Like what?
Cheap ass gamer. Go to @videogamedeals on X.
Yeah.
Also-
That's right.
also-
X. It honestly took me a minute. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I still, in my brain, do not think of it as that.
X.
X to the Z, check it out. But Cheap Ass Gamer has been on the internet giving people deals for a long time. As long as Mega 64 has been around, they have also been around.
Also in space the last couple days.
In space,
Yes.
deals from space the last couple days.
Yeah.
Ryan, have you done any of your doctor work, chiropractic work in space?
It's a lot easier to adjust in 0G.
That's right.
Things stretch out easier.
The sacrum is a lot more flexible. I don't know if that's the right term.
you're
The
good.
phalanx
Nope.
is really good.
Mm-hmm.
The cervical spine,
The blood-brain
is affected
barrier.
by gravity more.
$100 right now. What's the cervical spine?
The spine
Here,
of
here.
your cervix. For
Is it here?
Circle.
Higher. Sorry. No money. You're out.
But it's in that area, right?
Nah, you're not close enough. Sorry. No money.
This is bullshit.
That close enough. You're no money.
You know what? That never came up. That never came up in Star Wars.
You owe me $1,000 for the Mubo thing, and then
No.
I will give you the $100.
I said if someone could guess, I got a keychain on my
No,
bag.
you said if I could guess.
Yeah, if Kevin could guess, and he didn't, and then Ryan runs in the room. That's Mubo, the guy who owns the droid factory.
Where's
in
my
Galaxy's
$1,000?
Edge. Where's my $1,000? It was for Kevin.
It's for
'cause
me.
I knew he
That was
wasn't
me
get it.
because I'm dumb as shit,
Yeah,
and I wasn't gonna get that $1,000.
I wasn't gonna say that, but there it is. Anyway, so we were here for 2 days. We got in. I mean, this is gonna close in like a week. Somehow we got in.
Yep.
Before that, and man, I'm so happy we did. I mean, I knew whether it was a good experience or a bad one, I was gonna be happy to. I mean, I was gonna be stoked that we did this before, it was shuttered, because that's something you could say. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to experience this before it was dissolved. So I was stoked on that part just on its own. Yeah. But was it actually a good experience? We'll go into it, but maybe let's kind of like step through it maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to expect. Was kind of. Were you nervous coming to this, or were you just like, whatever? Were you?
I was
really.
I was nervous because I was just like, oh, this is a very involved experience, and I'm not used to those. I'm not used to like going, oh, I need to go talk to this person and get in the thing like that. I've never really done that in terms of an entertainment deal.
We must remain calm in the face of such
power.
Now what I was going to say, Lieutenant.
For those of you who support the First Order, good work, but there is still much work to be done.
You don't like I didn't look that deep into it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to get spoiled.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
you didn't want it to not be worth the mother. Or like it's nerve-wracking.
I didn't have anything. I tried not to go in spoiled either. Now, Ryan, I'm going to speak for you. Ryan knew where everything was and what was good. Ryan was the John Locke of the Star Wars hotel, because at any given moment he would be like, wait. There it is. Okay, it's coming. Okay, now, they're going to come in there. It was like he had like the prescience. And then on the last night, Ryan said something to me that blew my mind. Kevin, I don't know if you ever heard this.
No.
Ryan said, hey, I'm just going to confess, I looked everything up ahead of time.
Everybody knows that.
To which I responded, yeah.
It's obvious.
Look, I just figured this is the one and only time we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff, and no offense, you guys are all very, very chill.
Yeah.
And I knew like if I didn't
wait, Ryan, you're not chill.
Oh no. If I didn't like kind of like if I didn't hurt you guys, you would have just sat looking at this thing and it would have missed like 8 things.
Yeah, I will say there's definitely pros and cons to every approach that you take in this hotel. I see good and bad to both ways, I guess. I think Kevin and I were in the mindset of, this thing's closing. I'm looking at this through the lens of something that will no longer exist in days. So I'm kind of just soaking it all in, looking at it like, wow, look at that, wow. Ryan had the opposite approach, which is, I'm talking to everyone. What's this guy doing? Hey, what are you doing? Oh, okay, what's the plan?
Cleo. Yeah. Cleo, we were talking on the landing about there was some kind of, Croy was acquiring some type of shipment. He was bringing it on board, you said?
He was getting something to deal with that SK robot, or droid.
He was getting something to deal with SK robots? Yeah. He was bringing it on board the ship?
Yes.
Okay, well, all shipments are passed through cargo, right? So how about this? Why don't you hide out in cargo for a bit, okay? And you can let us know if there's any shipments that come in, right? Maybe clue us in on anything you find, yeah? What is it? What? No, okay, it's small, right? It's a little tight, right? But maybe later tonight, if you get a little hungry, we can get him some snacks.
Yeah. So there were times where I was like, Ryan, fucking chill, dude. But then he would get involved in stuff that's like,
and bring us over to it,
and bring us into it. So that's what I mean. It's like, so there's the half of me that's like, kind of take it all in before it's gone. And then there's the other half that's like, oh, but shit, I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Whereas Ryan would get involved.
Yes.
So that, there's definitely benefit to that.
I was going to say, like, it is cool to just sit in that atrium and look, but there was my favorite moment of the whole thing. I don't know if I can skip. Is it okay if I skip forward?
Oh yeah, whatever. This is
Chewbacca gets on board.
Get you a crispy treat, okay? Okay, bye, Joe. Bye now. We're gonna get him a crispy treat. Yeah.
And First Order's like.
By the way, spoilers for the people that are coming next week, but we're going
Spoiler to the last people, so whatever. Chewbacca's on board, and the First Order is going after him, and there's this guy Sammy who's a mechanic. Which
one of my favorite characters of the whole week.
Sammy was cool as hell.
Sammy was a great character.
He's like a spy for the Resistance, and he's like, we got to do something about these stormtroopers. I have an idea. Can you go open the brig? Does anyone know how to open the brig? And because I had been doing things earlier, I had access to a computer, and I had the brig codes. So I ran downstairs, opened this door that no one else could open at the time.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, we heard the wiki over here. And they're like, how do we get over here? And I made the loudest, like, ooh, and it echoed through. It was like, it's Chewbacca. These stormtroopers and Sammy ran in, and they're like, "Where is he?" And I went, "Later, nerds," and slammed this door on him. And it was
You locked Sammy in there too.
He told me to.
Yeah.
And also, it was a little girl who did all this. That I remember they announced like, "Thank you to this little girl who locked."
Yeah.
me in."
Whatever.
Yeah. But therein lies.
I got to hit the door.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah,
that
yeah.
matters.
Therein lies, I will say, another pro and con of this experience. Pro is that anyone can get involved. Ryan got involved, made a Wookiee sound, and literally made troopers go, "Oh, there he is!" And they ran into a cell where he locked him in.
Yeah.
Like, you could get that involved and affect the story. So that's really cool. The bad news is anyone can affect the story. So we did encounter people over the weekend where it's like, yo, fucking,
let this
take
play
a
out.
break, dude.
Yeah.
You know, there's people here who like brought their own story to it, and it's like,
They're
okay, you've been like, there's people who've been here 4 times that like keep trying to bring like, no, I'm a character too, and it's like, yeah, I'm here for the main stuff.
the higher
I don't
people.
care about you. There was a guy trying to disguise himself like he was an alien. Like, I'm definitely not an alien. This isn't just a box, is it? And it's like, this is all shit he brought. It's like, stay home.
Yeah.
Like, let us do this.
Yes.
Anyway. sorry.
There was a really cool when we were on the bridge, and Lieutenant Croy, who's like the first order guy, bombs in. He's like, "I'm taking over the ship. You're gonna help me do something." And while this guy is trying to give this really cool monologue, there's a dude in the corner just being like, "Why? I don't think you should be doing that. Who are you to take our ship?" I'm just like, dude, let this guy talk. We're here to hear. This is dinner theater.
Yeah.
And I get that it's interactive, but there is a point where it's time to shut up.
And
let
them
story go.
But for the most part, I mean, people were generally pretty good about that. There were occasional moments of like, all right, chill out.
Totally.
But, you know, obviously we're getting these things off our chest that over the weekend bugged us. But for the most part, though, it was very... I mean, we were in the thick of a Star Wars play.
Yes.
Which I
For
didn't
2 days.
I didn't realize it was... I mean, I knew what we were in for, and at the same time, it didn't click until it was here.
I do believe, and I will say this in front of all of you, that you are an exemplary captain. And I would welcome you to the First Order with open arms. But, madam, 1 or 2 people, individuals, cannot change the course of the galaxy.
Also, the people to avoid were kind of easy to avoid.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you could see them by like 50 feet away.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Yeah, this guy painted himself blue and he's yelling. We go over here. Yeah, exactly. So totally,
There
wasn't that big of a thing.
Did we talk about the one guy?
No, that's too specific.
Okay.
Well, but let's rewind to when it started.
Yeah.
Let's rewind to when it started. So, were we nervous going into it? I wasn't really nervous just because it was such chaos leading up to this that I was more thinking about like, is check-in going to go okay and all that, instead of the experience.
Yeah.
The one thing that made me nervous was actually like, again, they have like some pretty hard rules on a lot of stuff here, and I remember, I think you told me it was like, you know, you could check in between 1 and 4. So they shuttle you to the Starcruiser, and then it's like, if you check in after 4, it's like you've relinquished your cruise. Like, you're not coming. Shuttle's left
done.
without you.
Yep.
So that was like, damn. Oh, this is serious. So I got a little nervous about that.
Also, they're it was like, only 2 lightsabers.
Yeah, there were a lot of rules. Yeah.
2. You can only buy 2 lightsabers per room, and we were like, well, I want one. You want some?
Yeah, I want one.
Yeah. Then when we got here, we found out, oh, this place is closing. They don't care.
Yeah.
So we all got lightsabers. We all got whatever. Yeah. We got all kinds of stuff. But let's start with, we rolled up. First of all, Kevin and I, you guys did your own thing.
Yeah.
Kevin and I rolled up
Separate.
in an Uber, and we were in a car line, and security was like going up and down every car, talking to them. We were in that car line for a long time, so it's like, oh, is there a security issue? Like the woman, you know, there's a woman at security. She's just in like almost like a police outfit.
Yeah.
Talking to people, and it's like, oh, there must be something serious going on. She's talking to them for a long time. Then finally got to our car. Nope, the in-character shit already started.
Yep.
This security guard at the outside office was like, are any of you carrying blasters? No. Are you bringing any weaponry to this sector of the galaxy? No. Well, I can tell this force is strong with all of you. I mean, it's like, we thought there was a legit issue.
Yeah.
And already the security at the booth in the parking area was like, you will need the force. You will need to, give yourself to the force if you want to.
I think they also have that person do it to kill time to get people in.
Yeah,
because they can't load a ton of cars in front of the thing.
That's true.
So they kind of spread it out.
It was still something I didn't expect.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The Uber driver was like
Yeah.
He was
Security-
confused.
Like the security here is insane. He was also getting a kick out of it. You could
Yeah.
tell. Like
Yeah.
like all this stuff. Yeah.
He was at one point was like, is this NASA?
Yeah.
What? He said, I've never seen security.
Yep.
Like this. I don't know.
That is hilarious because our Uber
Yeah.
driver or our taxi guy
Yeah.
was the exact opposite. Like,
Yeah.
done this a billion times.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
whatever. We sit in this line, it's long, blah blah blah. And
That's
it's just
funny.
like, okay, cool, all right.
Yeah. So we rolled up. Now I don't know if this is I don't know if this next part is a douchey thing to bring up. So I'm gonna say right up front, it is. But I remember leading up to going on this excursion. I remember at one point Ryan was like, "Do you think?" We were honestly trying to strategize how to get more lightsabers
So everyone can have
so everyone can
Yeah.
get one
Yeah.
because it was originally limited per room.
Yeah.
And someone here, actually, I'm not going to point fingers. Someone did strategize. They said, well, "What if someone recognized you guys from Mega 64, Creepy Old Crypt, and what if they're not going to buy all theirs? Maybe we can make friends and get their saber." And I was like, "Okay." But my answer was, "We're pretty anonymous at this thing. No one's going to know who we are."
And I was like, no, someone's going to recognize you. Has anybody recognized you at Disney
Yeah.
World? And you're like, yeah, Galaxy's Edge. Like,
Yeah, now and then.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm just like, this is obscure enough that I just don't think. So we got out of the Uber, and I think the moment
It
we
was
set
five. It was
foot,
5 seconds.
got out of the car, oh shit, Mega 64, oh shit, and it was like, oh my god. So we were recognized the moment we set foot at the spaceport. So anyway, so that was funny. Starting that off immediately that way. But what I thought was cool was they were taking care of us the second
Yeah.
we rolled up.
As soon as we get to that Uber,
Yeah.
everything's good. Like,
You walked out
luggage,
and they had trays of
Water.
they had water
Water.
bottles for now. You know Disney does not give a lot of perks. They don't. It's very rare that they take care of everything. But man, as soon as you set foot, it was like, "What do you need? How's everything? Oh,
Yeah.
you want us to give you this? You need a bottle of water? You need this? You need that?" It was just like, "Whoa, okay." So we're getting the high roller experience
Yeah.
here. What were you saying? Something? Sorry, did I cut you off?
oh, yeah. They used to give you things like that.
Yeah. It's been a long time since they've
Yeah.
been in that mode. But yeah, so you're waiting for that, and then you eventually wait. You go through security just like TSA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And went through bags. More on that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But you go through that. You go through this. It's all very like industrial. What I love is that there's always been some debate with the Galaxy's Edge stuff. Like, should they play the John Williams music? People are always like, "Oh, why doesn't the land play the John Williams music?" I don't know where you guys sit on that, but
I don't care.
I
Yeah.
don't want them to overuse it.
yeah, to me, I feel like what they're going for is that you're hearing the sounds of an alien world.
Yes.
And they save the John Williams music for the epic moments.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, the ride just started, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, Yoda showed up. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's more powerful.
Totally.
And they utilize that here too. When you pull up, like when you're in the ship, the only music you're hearing is like ambient music made by like alien,
Yes.
bands
It's
and things.
alien elevator.
It's a lot of jizz.
Yeah.
There is. That's one thing about this hotel. There is jizz it is wall to wall jizz. As soon as you get in, you're hearing that. That is the genre of music that is known all
Officially
throughout the Star Wars galaxy. So, and they're playing top 40 stuff in this galaxy.
Yeah.
So hot jizz just all over. But anyway, so we. But when you're at the spaceport, you're checking in. That's a transitionary moment. It's an epic moment leading up to your embarking on whatever. So it is playing the dun 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 dun. It is playing the John Williams shit, big time, leading up to and everyone's excited. You step in the room, they play the video.
The scary video. It's
Was
right,
it kinda scary,
It's
do you
right
think?
behind you. Why don't you show them?
No, I don't
Oh.
know. Should we open this or is it bad?
You can test it out.
I'm out of here. I was scared.
I know.
I'll go in
Does it lock? Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just
it
lock it.
locks.
Yeah, let's just lock it.
Anyway, so we. Should
there. This thing hit me in the head.
Oh, that's not an emergency. Well, I guess it was an
I
emergency.
know.
I don't like
Anyway,
that.
but they tell you like if there's an emergency.
There's
you
an
go in
emergency.
there.
Go hide in there.
hatch.
They tell you like what to do if there's an actual emergency. Like it's
Yeah.
they show you the difference between here's an in character.
Yeah.
Here's the
emergency.
fun. There's like a fun. Oh no, there's something coming. Alarm.
Yeah.
Here's the real alarm.
Yeah.
We're not joking.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, they have an announcement that literally goes, "This is not part of the show."
Yeah.
there's an emergency, come
Yep.
with us. But that never happened to us, thankfully. But anyway, you watch that video, and then you go into, it looks like a shuttle or elevator. I still don't know. Did they move us to another building, or is that just a hallway?
I don't think. I think it's just the hallway.
I think it's the hallway.
Just a hallway?
Yeah.
So the building for this whole hotel was just connected to that
Yeah.
port?
I think so.
Interesting.
I don't think there's any.
Yeah.
Because then they'd have to move the luggage too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I'm so Rise of the Resistance pilled at this point
Yeah.
where that thing's on a giant turntable that rotates you to another building.
Yeah.
So I just assumed it was something like that, but I guess it's
I don't
not.
remember moving. We were
Yeah, I
in that
don't
thing.
think so.
You're in like a little pod, and it's like we're
Yeah.
going to the Halcyon, and you get to see it above and the
Yeah.
little screens.
Yeah.
And it's super cool. There's blinking lights.
Yeah.
But like, I have a pretty good sense of when we're actually moving on a thing. I was like, we're standing still.
Yeah, yeah.
We're just in a hallway.
Yeah.
Still cool.
But it was very cool, and what I loved is they commit. Now this is a bit that started. We're going retro Disney World now. A bit that started in the Living Seas in Epcot.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Oh
the
yeah.
hydrolators.
The bubbles.
Yeah, the hydrolators. You guys know about the hydrolators?
No.
You would go in. Okay, we're going to Sea Base Alpha.
Yeah.
This when it opened in the '80s, it was okay. You're going to go to Sea Base Alpha. This is way down below sea level here at Epcot. We're taking you down. So you would go. You'd watch a movie
Okay.
at
Yep.
the Living Seas, and the deluge, and it would show you the power of water and all that stuff.
You're bringing
Well,
back my childhood.
right? So you experience all the stuff I wish I had.
I don't know any
This
of
guy's
this.
talking about, oh, I went on Horizons, it was okay. I'm like, son of a bitch. But,
World of Motion was way better.
oh yeah, that did look dope.
Yeah.
I do like that they're redoing Test Track, and
Yeah.
they are saying in there that's
Yeah.
like, oh, we're inspired. There's gonna be a lot of inspiration from the
From
original
World of Motion, yeah.
I'm like, that's what I want
Hopefully
to hear.
they got the came in like blowing on his foot going.
Yeah, that would go. That would be sick.
Okay.
Or the
We better get back to this.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the hydrolators, what they would do is that you'd watch the film, and then it'd be like, red, welcome to Sea Base Alpha, and they let you in these hydrolators, and you'd go in, and they were fake elevators. They would you'd see bubbles and rock go by, like, whoa, we're going way down.
Yeah.
And then if you ever had to leave Sea Base Alpha, if it was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, can I go? They would bring you into the exit hydrolators, back up. Even if you just like, oh, I need to go get lunch or whatever, they'd make you go through that process.
To keep
Yeah.
the
to
steaming
keep
going.
the idea that
Do
you
you
are
think
going
they're
down.
gonna make us stand in that hallway then?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah.
Kevin and I had a
So
So
I'm just gonna open the doors.
I don't know. It's over.
yeah.
No.
No.
They stick to the character,
Okay.
and they do the same thing here. We got into that hallway, it closes, and then we saw a whole thing where the shuttle was lifting off.
Yeah,
There was
and
like
you
a
could see the
purple plate.
Halcyon in the
and,
top.
and you could
of
see
it.
the trees outside and all that stuff, and then it lifted up, and then we were getting picked up by the pods that
Yeah.
brought us into the Starcruiser. They're going to do that on the way out, and we know that because Kevin and I's luggage got detained.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
apparently there were like knives in my bag I didn't know about from a con. Like we used them for
Yeah.
a booth setup or something.
Multi-tool and
Didn't
stuff.
know,
Yeah.
never opened that pocket, and then they were like, "Do you have a bunch of knives on you?" Oh, sorry. We had to go back to go get those bags,
Yeah.
and they put us through
Oh, okay.
the whole process. We had to, they were bringing the
Go
shuttle
through.
down. We
Yeah.
sat through a 10-minute animation to get back down to the thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
maybe 1 minute.
Yeah.
But anyway, but I appreciate that they stick to that.
Totally.
I conversely though, I do know a couple people who did the Living Seas back in the day, where it was like, it's an emergency, like my son's gonna throw up, like we got to get out of here kind of thing.
Okay.
And they said that there was an exit where they just open the door, like go, and it would exit out to the outside. And they said there were always kids that would see that, like, what? Are we underwater? Like we're underwater right now. And it's like the effect was so good in the
Yeah.
Living Sea that it was like, no, we're like way underwater. It's like, no, you're not.
You're
You're
right.
ground level. The fucking restaurant is right there.
Yeah.
Some
Hey.
dumbass kids. What do you expect?
Oh, as a kid, I would have bought it as a
Yeah.
kid. Like,
No,
you know.
when I was a kid, I was like, what is this bullshit?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But
Star
anyway,
Wars.
yeah. But yeah, so they put you through all that, but then you end up in the Atrium,
Yeah.
which is where you spend kind of most of your time here.
Yeah, that's where
Big
main
ass hall.
stuff happens. Like the main. Like,
yeah, the
hardcore
opening,
stuff.
the middle, the close of
Yeah.
the main.
Yeah.
It's basically the stage where everything happens is,
Yeah.
is on a balcony where
Yeah.
no regular people are allowed to go to.
Right.
It is, in the easiest sense of the term, it's dinner theater. It's just
Yes.
you're here for 2 days, and instead of people sitting at tables eating, watching a play,
Yeah.
it's you're in a hotel lobby, and it's above on a big balcony, and
Yeah.
no, it's cool.
It really, like I said though, it didn't occur. I was excited for a Star Wars experience. Oh, I was thinking about like we're gonna see crazy stuff, and we're gonna eat cool food, and
Yeah.
it didn't occur to me how much of a, oh no, this is the Star Wars Broadway show, kind of, sort of. Like, the captain comes out to welcome us, this blue woman comes out to welcome us. Captain Keevan?
Yeah, Keevan.
Riola Keevan.
Yeah. And it's just immediately, oh, that's what we're watching. Oh, we've been touring the galaxy. We've been going here. We've been going here. Captain, what? I'm sorry, there's just something we need to take care of. Well, what's that? Oh, well, there could be a First Order ship out there. First Order? You know, it's just like, oh, this is a play.
Yeah.
It didn't occur to me how much theater really was going to be there. I should have known. It just didn't click until it was happening. So that was like, oh, I'm in heaven right now. You know, I guess everyone's going to have their barometer for like, is it worth it to them or is it their kind of thing? I could see some people who don't like that kind of stuff being like, oh, this is corny, you know, whatever. But that's what I was here for.
Yeah, and then they had us get in groups of A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was still hesitant about like, is this worth the money?
Sure.
Until we met a certain lady, and she said, "Oh, I'm a master of Terrascaze."
Yeah.
And I was like,
they're dropping Terrascaze.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
all right, I'm in.
Once Terrascaze came into play, for those classic gamers out there, PS1 classic Star Wars Masters of Terrascaze, which is a hand-to-hand martial art in the Star Wars universe.
Oh, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they taught us,
how
to
do
greet
that.
each other with the Terrascaze kind of terminology. You know,
For me, I knew this was gonna be good the minute, like when we were waiting in those little things. Another one, there's these people, the Saja, that are supposed to be like the Force users,
right,
or the Force sensitive people.
Yeah.
And this, I can't remember his like whole name. He called himself Saja V. He immediately came up and was like, "Hey, what's your name?"
Yeah.
And he was like, he was always touching.
Yeah.
And
That was a mind blower to me because I didn't know we were going that.
Yeah.
It just didn't occur to me it would be that close.
I mentioned that to Ryan. They do little things like the captain will come up to you and kind of hold your elbow and stuff, and it's like, oh, this is just real. Like,
they're trying to connect.
I just
want
show
to
you that
for that.
it didn't seem like it was just like, oh, we're just okay. I'm talking to a character or anything.
Yeah.
And they remember your name. Like we made up
they all
remember
remember
names. What was your?
Oh, so I guess we should say that.
Yeah.
We all came up with names, developed a character for each of ourselves. My character was Bliado Sherm from the Kojita system.
I was also from the Kojita system.
Yes, but what my character's backstory was, I was Darth Icky in a previous state, but I'm trying to get on the good side, walk the good path, and I came to Chandrila Starliner kind of like rehab, like, hey, vacation, I'm gonna eat some food, take in the sights, kind of just soak it all in and get away from my dark stuff. Yeah, that I'm doing Darth Icky business. I'm no longer Darth Icky, I'm purified. So that was my story. But anyway, what was your name?
I was Cal Barat, and that was basically it. I didn't make huge into like my backstory or anything like that, because I was like, okay, my name is what I want.
because they really don't care.
I just want to be called, and they called me Cal, which is awesome.
Yeah. The whole weekend they were like, Cal,
Come over here. And they would start some sort of side scenario.
I was surprised
so much fun.
how much they remembered.
Yeah.
They would occasionally go, I think we need some people to come with us. Cal, could you get that? What was your character?
My name was Pleo Snarkisian the Fifth.
Oh, yeah.
PS5.
Yeah.
And I was an intergalactic trophy hunter.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I was wearing, I didn't have black pants, so I had PlayStation pants the whole weekend. Symbols on them. I thought that'd be funny. But no, the whole time they're like, hey, Pleo, good to see you again.
Yeah.
There's this one character named Wraith Cole who is perpetually on cocaine.
Yeah.
And he was like, Pleo, what's the deal? What are we doing? Where's the action?
He's perpetually on death sticks.
Death sticks, my bad. But no, it was great. What was your name?
T-Bone.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I remember what was her name? What were the Force sensitive people? What were they called?
Saja.
Saja.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Saja. It started with
a V.
Lizzie. Saja Livy.
Oh, okay.
The V was the
She
guy.
asked for our backstories, and again, I thought Ryan's was great. It was just like, oh, trophy collecting. Oh, put them everywhere. The platinums are here, and the whatever, and you're describing your trophy, and it was so funny because everyone was just going, One girl knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
One girl. Yeah. You were like, oh, I've competed in many games to achieve these. many achievements and trophies. And yeah, one girl was cracking up. She knew the gag.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, oh, you like to achieve? Oh, achieve. Yes, you were an achiever. Okay.
What was fucking cool is I just made that up as a funny joke, and then the other Saja Tizer, like the main Saja, came up to me and was like, seems to me like you're all about perfection. You need to let go. Like he was trying to work it in, like, you know, not everything needs to be earned, achieved. Yeah. He was like trying to connect. I was like, that's really cool. That they care that much to try to make something up like that.
Yeah. So it was. They asked me what was kind of what I was into, and I said I'm always visiting the Toydarians to get figurines of different things through my travels. I have shelves of figurines, and she was like, "Oh yeah, well your place could fill with those things sometimes." I'm like, "Oh, I'll find more shelf space. Don't worry about it. I'll do that." So anyway, Livy, you ever want to see my collection? Let me know. The Toydarians have treated me very well, so thank you. But anyway, it was really just so surprising that how involved they would get, again, like coming around and like kind of patting you on the back, like, you know, or like you're messing with something and every now and then they just come up. It's just like, you know, you're messing with computers. If you know something about that, like maybe we'll talk to you, you know, later.
Meet me at this place in 5 minutes.
And again, that's one thing I think if I could do this again, like I really was soaking it all in this time. Like, whoa, here we are. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. And if I went again, I would be more like, well, now I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get involved. I'm gonna get way more involved. Yeah. You know, that's my only regret. Not a regret, but you know what I mean. Like that's just the unfortunate thing about it closing is like, oh, cool. Well, won't be doing that again.
Yep.
But if I did, and so to that end, that's why I understand you getting really involved. But in my head, it was just like, but I gotta I want to just like look at the panorama of all this happening, you know, and then I did get involved as it went on.
As it went on, I got super involved.
Yeah. But Saja Tizer was maybe my favorite person in the whole. This guy was
1,000%
Force sensitive. He did our lightsaber training, and was so into it. Was just unbelievable. And we should with the lightsaber training. Yeah. Therein lies another thing that I think is an inherent kind of issue with this place. It really is hard to film. It's easy. Like, there's so many things I saw this weekend that I'm like, if you see just like a YouTube video of this, the lightsaber training looked weak.
On video, it looked weak.
But it was fun.
So much fun.
It was so much fun
to do it.
And again, that guy was so into it. And then he's handing the people behind the lightsaber people, he's giving them shields. Yeah. By the way, the gift shop made replica shields like we used and could not give them away. Actually, they literally
they were giving them to us.
It was like, yo, buy one thing and we'll just give you the shield. It was like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, I think somebody put their bed away.
Bounty hunter. Oh, I thought a bounty hunter just took
we all just took a hit.
How are we looking over there? Okay, our shuttle's coming in soon.
Yeah.
But anyway, these shields, apparently they had so many of them, it's like, no, just take them.
Yeah.
It's fine. The gift shop, we hit the gift shop as soon as we went
Everybody did.
Oh, that thing got slammed. There were people just like holding.
Yeah. But nothing sold out. Like, I think sold out prior to that we
Yeah.
I mean, you guys
there were a couple things that I knew that they had that didn't have. Like, they
Yeah.
had a really cool pen that I wanted.
Yeah.
That was my fear coming here, is that like, oh, because it's closing, they're going to be picked over.
Yeah.
It half kind of happened, half didn't.
Everything that was there when we showed up was there the whole time.
Except for this fucking shirt that you're wearing. I wanted so bad.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did not have in my size.
No, they never had your size to begin with.
Yeah, they didn't have that to begin with. But, they had a lot of cool stuff. This, I didn't leave one out.
What?
They had the figure of the robot. So when you check into your room, there's an AI robot.
Yeah, I got one right here.
Oh, do you?
They're in my bag if you want to grab one.
There's an actual robot that talks to you through the wall that like answers your questions or stuff like that.
D9.
Yeah.
No, it's D3.
D309.
And whenever I have something to share with you, I'll activate your panel's red notification light so you know when to call me. How does that sound?
Good.
Perfect.
But anyway, this figure just came out.
Yeah.
I think they were anticipating, being around a little longer. But that figure just came out, so that's brand new. So they had that and like some other, figures and stuff. But like I knew from like a year ago that they made like a huge model of the ship that's like that big, That wasn't there. They had a really cool Chandrila Starliner mug.
Yeah.
That wasn't there. You know, there were a lot of things that were sold out, but the selection was still good.
Yeah,
it wasn't like we went in and it was like, oh man, there's nothing here. You know, they had good stuff.
The big thing that I'm sad we didn't get is they made like a little lithograph of Gaia.
Yeah.
She's this Twi'lek like rock star singer who does
the big performer here.
of the night.
Yeah.
And she does an autograph signing where she's got this cool stamp and it's got a part on the thing for her to stamp it and everything. And it was like, oh, that'd have been cool. It was like, oh, all right, let's get it on coasters because that's all that's left.
She still had the stamp and everything like that, but we just did some coasters from the bar here.
Yeah. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but
I mean, not enough to matter. But
no,
like,
we weren't here just for the merch or anything.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you guys were in there like 4 times.
Yeah. It's like, should I get the notebook? Yeah.
And there's still another store when we leave.
Oh yeah. When we exit, apparently there's a little gift shop there with the more actual like Star Wars.
It's also easy to go in and peek because it's right in the atrium. So you're just like, oh, let me look at
this. It's just right there.
Smart of them to put that there.
Yeah.
It's constantly like, should I get another thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, like we were saying though earlier, there were a lot of things that were hard to convey
with video.
Video. You know, it's just like some rides in the park.
Yeah.
You see a video of a ride, and it's like, oh, that looked like crap. You know, even like that new Mario Kart ride that came out.
Yeah.
People were looking at YouTube videos. Oh, it looks like crap.
Because you can't see it through the
You gotta
visor.
ride it.
You gotta get on it.
Yeah. And I felt like that was that way with a lot of stuff here. It was like really engrossing being there in person.
Yeah.
You know, again, when like the guy is like shaking your hand, like, sure, I can trust you. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You see a video of that, it's like, this guy's corny. But when you're here doing it and the guy's shaking your hand and he's handing you a thing, like, you're going to give this to her, right? Like, you're going to pass this along? Because if you don't, like, you're connected to it.
Totally.
And it's a way better experience. So it's really hard. And again, booking this is expensive. So if you're seeing videos that look whack.
Yeah, why would you do it?
Yeah, why? It's like, well, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll skip. But man, it was just so different. It was just really like magic being here. You know?
It was very, very engrossing, and I
really think in general, all of it was a magic experience, a great experience.
Mm-hmm.
I really think like when it comes down to like, was it worth it? Is it worth it? There's different factors to kind of like put together there. You know, there's always going to be the people saying like, well, it depends on if it's worth it to you. We found our own trick way to get into this place. I'm not going to go into it, but we got sneaky. But yeah, if it's like you just going with your significant other or kid, like if you bring kids, that to me the cost would I just don't know.
If it's kids, no, I disagree that if it's like you and a significant other, this is amazing.
I mean, you have a great experience.
I saw so many couples just by
worth
themselves
the money.
having so much fun and making, like the one thing we didn't do is other people were talking to other people on the boat, making friends and hanging out. We just hung out with ourselves.
Yeah.
And like there were some people, there were some other people we
yeah.
talked to, and like when you guys weren't going fast enough, I made friends with some other people to go do things.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're here with a couple and you're, just wanting to go like talk to it, you can't. It's over. You don't have the choice. But no, I think for what this costs, it makes sense because it is an experience like none other.
Yeah, I've never experienced anything.
This is nothing else at Disney matches any of this.
Yeah. I'm just saying if it's just you and one other person, I'm not saying like that wasn't worth it or that whatever. But I just think you have tougher choices to make because for that amount, if it's just you and one other person or just you by yourself for that matter, you could travel to you could do this or you could travel to another country or you could go whatever. But it's just the type of experience that you want because you also can travel any of those places, but you're not going to go through what you did here, where you're in the thick of a thing happening, and you got to help them solve it. And it just depends how bad do you want that. I guess is what I would say. But anyway, I would say if this is fair to describe it as the first day is a lot of discovering what you want to do. We were set on doing force stuff.
Yes,
because we kept hearing yo, that path you see some real shit that you don't on the other ones. So we were dead focused on that. I think it's fair to say. Yeah. And I feel like day one is that where it's kind of like okay, this guy who's like stealing stuff, this rogue dude.
Wraith Cole.
Yeah, Wraith Cole. I don't know if I want to get involved in that, but this guy keeps asking me about the Force. I'm gonna keep following that.
Yeah.
I feel like the first day is you kind of discovering what paths to take.
Yes.
And then the second day is kind of the payoff.
Yeah.
The result of what you did. Where the second day it's like, okay, I'm waiting to hear from the Force dude. There he is. Okay,
Yeah.
great. And it's like, hey, meet us in the lightsaber training pod at 7:00. You know, okay, I'll meet you there. You know, and then it's like, oh, the payoff to all that stuff you did about
Totally.
the Force came into play. You know.
Yeah.
So I would say like the first day, I felt a little more, this isn't like any knock on the second day, but the first day I felt a little more excitement just because it's like, we're discovering all this stuff. I will say the second day I was kind of like waiting around, like okay, am I going to hear from, yeah, okay, we're doing that, well that's a 7, okay, we'll wait for that, we'll wait. So I did kind of enjoy the discovery of the first day, whereas the second day was just kind of like seeing all the crazy shit that unfolded from it. So just two different kinds of days.
You really at this place need to like just explore.
Yeah.
Because or just if you're not doing anything, sit in the atrium because somebody will come by or you'll see somebody in the corner talking and like, oh, I want to get involved in that, and you go talk with them and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. This is not the place to just hang in your hotel room.
Yeah.
If you need to chill anywhere, chill in the atrium because then at least
you'll definitely see paths
you'll catch
crossing
things happening,
and you'll get involved with it.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I was gonna say every time you guys were like, let's go back to the hotel room really quick. I was like, I'm staying here.
Yeah. Anytime I wanted to go back to the hotel room, it was either to change or like just like, yo, let me like take a 20-minute nap or something like that. It was something that I couldn't do in the atrium.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, it was worth just staying in there, seeing if something would happen. You know. Well, we should say though, speaking of the hotel room, let's talk about that. Maybe one of my only kind of, it's weird. I have a compliment. It's a compliment and a diss, I guess. The rooms were smaller than I thought they would be.
This room is very small.
Like I had heard and knew they were small.
Yes.
And it was smaller than I thought that was.
Yeah.
That being said, though, and again, it's supposed to be like you're on a ship. You're on a, everyone's in their own quarters or whatever. So it's going to be a little smaller. I understand that. I would still say, yo, make it bigger. Like, people are going to try to fit a lot of people in a room to help with the cost or help with whatever. You could make it a little bigger. Like, everything else felt like the high roller experience. And then the rooms is like, oh, shit, this is all the room we have.
Yeah.
Damn. That being said, though, I will say, on the other hand, everything in this room was so utilitarian. Like, right here, a bed comes out of this. Like, we can fold this out and a whole bed comes out.
This is a desk.
Yeah, a desk comes out of there. Doing work from there. You're looking at
these seats are on the slide right under here. Yeah.
Still see Chandra over there. Okay.
Oh, we're good.
Then on the other side of this wall, I'm going to show you in a minute. There's bunks over here, and you could go in, and it's like from right here where we're standing, they look tiny. It's that's
so you and me were in the bunks. We're big dudes.
Yeah,
I'm 6'1". You're like 6'1" also.
6'1", yeah.
I was so comfortable in those bunks.
Amazingly comfortable.
Yeah.
So that was, so every part of the room really functioned kind of perfectly to where even though it was small, I never felt like, oh man, I'm crammed in here. It was like a really great experience.
Yeah.
Having my own little bunk up there, I set up my own little snack shelf next to it. Thank you guys for not fucking with my snack shelf. I got popcorn, I got cookies over there. They didn't mess with it at all. Respect.
Yeah.
It was like my own little home there. It was like that felt very Star Wars to me.
Yes.
That felt like you're staying aboard the Millennium Falcon or in a
or in that prison from Andor.
Yeah.
Like those weird little.
That's always good comparing your hotel room to a prison.
Yeah, it was
in fiction.
But fun.
But you're right.
Like a fun prison.
It's like a fun prison. No, but you know what I mean. So I will say, space wise, it could have made it a little bigger, but I also never felt like, oh man, this sucks. It wasn't an hindrance.
Yeah.
The bathroom does feel like, again, like a vehicle. Like, it feels small. It's like almost like an airplane kind of thing. And it's like, why are we doing this? They could have put it, I think there's a lot of psychological effects there to make it feel like we're in a vehicle. You could maybe flesh that out a little more. You didn't need to do that, but again, it wasn't so bad. I thought the only difficult thing was like we were all packing all the like merch and things we got.
Oh yeah.
And there's very little room to do that.
On the floor.
That was the only time I felt like, oh man, I wish it was a little bigger. But
I mean, that was all of like 30 minutes. So.
Yeah. It wasn't that big of a deal. But anyway, and as we mentioned in the room, there's a robot you talk to in the wall. This robot had a heart of gold, and I'll be real, I fell in love.
Every time I attempt it, my simulations end in death. Will you try it so that I can learn from you?
Of course.
Wonderful. I'll describe where you are and what's going on,
We're
and you
role-playing.
tell me what you want to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
This robot was there's objectum sexual, which is like you fall in love with your car.
Yeah.
But so this is close to that, but she does have personality. What's robot?
Androidum sexual.
Androidum sexual. Is
Yeah.
that what it is? So I found out on that. So I got that going on, and what was amazing was we kept responding. You know, it's like, okay, so what did you want to know today, or what would you like to tell me? And I would just be like, I love you. She would be like, well, don't get distracted from the mission because there's a lot. She wouldn't say anything, but then last night when we were saying goodbye, she was like, so is there anything you want to say before we leave? And I did it again. I was like, I love you so much. And that was the one time she responded to that. She went, oh, after all the experiences that we've been through, I love you too. It was like, what? She could hear me.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the trippiest part. I think that was the trippiest part of the whole weekend. That was really like, AI is learning.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just to go back to a little bit more of the kind of like routines and stuff that we went through, just to go real quick, the first night, the First Order does show up, whatever, and then they start causing havoc. They had a really great older actor.
Dude.
So good.
Playing the older, what was his name?
Lieutenant Harmon Croy, I'm here on the ship.
This guy looked like I don't know how else to describe this, Grey Poupon motherfucker.
Yeah.
And everyone just had a great time just insulting him, you know. Oh, I'm going to take over the bridge. Shut up. You know, just like booing him. It was great.
I kept calling him a nerd to his face.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, nerd? And what was great is they would always try to get you back on track with the Star Wars vernacular. It's just like, right, he is a form of nerf herder, isn't he? Yeah, whatever. It's like, okay. But anyway, so that happens. But at the end of the first night is the big dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Gaia plays.
Gaia plays, and it's a big dinner show with music and everything. We got again. I'm gonna give I'm not gonna go into all of our tricks here, but we got the high roller experience. They put us up at like the front table. Yeah,
that was so cool. We were in the very front. She's singing right as she put her hand on us while she was singing.
Yeah, just you, Ryan.
Well,
Performance so far.
It's the best I've ever seen.
Sparkly. But enough about you. What is my name?
Yeah. She gave me like a massage. That was kind of cool. She like kind of kissed my neck. That was awesome. No, we were right up front. What is the alien's name? There's a Rhodian. What is it? Wani. There's a Rhodian alien woman. Yeah. Who is like her DJ. Yep. And comes out and she's going.
It's very much like the Cantina band. I got those figures, and like the deluxe one comes with stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So you get to see her perform, and then Gaia is singing, and Gaia's songs are great.
Oh,
I'm so happy to learn that the soundtrack was released for this place.
Yes.
Getting out, because the whole time I'm like, every song here has been a banger, or every piece of background music has been a banger, and it's like, oh, it's all officially out. Don't have to like go on some forum and have somebody who I used a conductive microphone in the bathroom. Yeah. But anyway, all the songs were good, and then the second night they didn't play. Second night we did the captain's table dinner.
Delicious.
Which was a way fancier ordeal. Like the first one was like courses as well. Yeah. But it was a lot of like just regular food and everybody ate kind of the same thing.
Here's steak. Now here's like a chicken thing.
Here's like a steamed bun and stuff like that.
The second night was like here's some gourmet
fancy, lots more courses, smaller portions, and the like super fancy.
Yes. Okay. Thoughts on what you ate?
I out of both dinners, I preferred the first one.
Yes.
You guys are uncultured swine.
I am not into the here's fancy food. I don't really mind.
This is a deconstructed soup in a test tube.
In a test tube that you
just give me the tip yip.
Yeah.
I'm with
So
you.
you like the meal more where it was like cheeseburgers and a bun and orange chicken?
It wasn't
like,
cheeseburger and orange
No,
chicken.
that's selling it short.
Delicious.
It was delicious. It was really good. You know what was better was when they served us lobster and white fish with
That was
like
good, to be
pot
fair.
roast and all of those.
Yeah.
Like, you make fun of it, but that like test tube full of soup, I loved it.
I did not like it.
No, I didn't like it either.
Nope.
I like fine dining.
Well, there
Okay.
it is. There it is. The cultured
Yeah,
dog.
so we found the cultured person of the group.
I was the only one that used the utensils in the correct order. I saw you guys just grabbing willy-nilly. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what
you got to start
control
the
chaos
here.
here. But yeah, we also had the infamous blue shrimp.
Oh, the blue shrimp was so good.
I don't know. The captain's dinner, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
I will say, like, the blue shrimp was fine. I like shrimp, so it was good.
Yeah.
But it was just shrimp cocktail. It was just like, okay, here's the shrimp.
Everybody
Dip
gets
it in
that
the
one.
thing. Yeah.
That's the extra stuff that we got for the table
Yeah.
was the small, like the extra desserts and the little soup and like the small inner courses. But you just didn't like the second meal. You liked the first meal more, which is fine. The first meal was way better.
It was that, but also like I thought it was captain's table. I kind of thought the captain would sit with us, or we.
Yeah.
The captain did sit with us because at that point the captain was the first order guy.
But even he sat down for a minute and then got all mad.
That is
and
true,
then,
yeah.
You know, it was like I thought he would tell us like, oh, let me tell you why I joined the First Order. You know, a rebel killed my son, and so
Yeah.
I thought we'd get something there.
We did
Okay,
get a
but-
medallion thing.
Yes.
Oh, they gave us a cool medallion.
Cool
that
medallion
was okay. That
for
maybe that
sitting
was
there,
worth
yeah.
it. But anyway, you know, it was okay. But then after that, there was a big. We were all of a sudden like. We were getting the bill, or, well, you don't really have a bill here unless you get, like, alcohol.
Yeah.
So we had a couple drinks, whatever, but then the power went out, and it was like, everyone to the atrium, get to the atrium.
Which was cool because our group was at dinner.
Yeah.
And not everybody was at dinner. Some people were in their rooms and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but it was ship-wide, this power outage.
Yeah.
And it was cool being at dinner, and everybody's having a good time. Everybody's
Yeah.
and stuff, and then all the lights go out for a
Yeah.
second, and they start coming back on, and then
Yeah.
there's a big emergency announcement.
Yeah.
Like, please, everybody, this is an emergency. We need to evacuate. Go to the atrium.
Yeah.
Find your muster station.
Yeah, everyone get to the atrium now.
Yeah.
And then we did, and we found out we were being boarded by the Supreme Leader.
Yes.
And Kylo Ren shows up.
Yep.
Under control! I will share your assessment, Lieutenant.
Oh no! Oh, you got it, Justice.
Captain, where is she?
But earlier that day, we saw Rey sneak onto the ship.
Sneaking around and like we're helping her find like parts for a
Yeah.
thing and to sneak something in luggage.
So Rey shows up like,
Yep.
yo, Kylo, I'm taking you down.
Yep.
And again, what's awesome, what I will say is you really do go into this thing, you get the whole, for better or for worse, you get the whole Galaxy's Edge story experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
It completes the story. You know, oh, Galaxy's Edge open. What's the story? What's happening story-wise here? But then you go on this hotel, and it's like, oh, bring this info to. There's a hidden resistance base on Batuu in the forest, and you go, and that's Rise of the Resistance. And then the whole day here, you're hearing about, hey, I heard a First Order ship blew up, like a Star Destroyer had an explosion, like. You didn't have anything to
did you do that?
And it's like, it ties into that.
It's
and so
a ride, yeah.
Kylo Ren is there post Rise of the Resistance, just like, what did you do? You know, it's just all connected, and you see what they were trying to do. Now, the problem I would say is that they locked all of this behind this paywall. Like, it wasn't something that any park guest could just experience. You have to be here. Mm-hmm. So I inherently see the problem with that. It's like, oh, that didn't work, and sure enough, it's closing.
Yeah.
But you saw the finale to all of it at this thing. It was cool, and they fight.
Oh man!
And what was awesome is they saved so many effects and stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Fight.
That had been there the whole time.
Yeah.
You had no idea that why is this box here? Oh, because it can shoot sparks when he runs his lightsaber.
Yeah. And at one point he's threatening us, and there's like this kind of chandelier kind of thing in the room in the atrium.
Yeah.
And he threatens everybody, and then goes like that, and that fucking thing rips out.
Starts hanging.
It looked like it
like
was
swinging.
Phantom of the Opera shit. It looked like it was
Yeah.
gonna hit everyone.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. And then let's
the
talk.
The force pool was cool too.
Yeah, he
Oh,
force
yeah.
pulled Rey,
Rey.
right? And
She's like
there's
this.
she was on like a moving walkway.
She
like,
turned into Jamiroquai. She like
yeah. She's
in virtual insanity.
Yeah.
It's what we're living in. But my favorite effect, and the one everyone was talking about, when Rey shows up, yo, Kylo, I'm gonna kick your ass. Get ready. Real lightsaber, baby. She pulls that lightsaber out, and you see the fucking beam
comes out of it.
Yeah.
And we still don't know how that works. Some people have theories. There's patents out there.
Yeah.
She also puts that down immediately.
She sets it down. And
I like it. So I heard that originally there wasn't really a good reason why she switched it. So she used to just like pretend to pray and put it down and grab it the other one. This one they have her like get shot at, so she has to duck, and when she does it, she comes up with a normal
I
one.
had seen videos of that. That's one of the few things I had seen ahead of time. And it looked like a sloppy exchange in those videos. It
this
looked like,
way better.
yeah, lightsaber. Okay, let me pick that. Okay, yeah, great. But yeah, last night I thought it worked. She got shot at and like fell down and then was back up. I didn't question it really last night. So that's again another thing that video did a bad job of. And again, if one of those clips goes viral,
that's everybody
it turns into people not knowing, you know. So it's a shame, but it was really awesome finale. Yes. She defeats Kylo Ren. They run off. We got this thing. By the way, the Force thing that we were leading up to.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah. They retrieved a holocron.
Yeah.
We went down to Batuu.
We retrieved the holocron.
Yeah, we went down and got it from the crates and stuff.
And I got to bring the crate back up.
On the second day, they shuttle you to Batuu. This was another thing that went viral for being, like, people were making fun of it, where they, like, they put you in a truck and drive you to Batuu. We didn't see any of that.
No,
it was like you walked into a shuttle, and they sat us down, and then
it was so great. There was like music going, and like
your little awesome. DJ Rex guy's like, I'm taking you to the ship. Listen to this music.
Yeah. And we got out to Batuu, the theme park, and then you have a bunch of quests to do on your phone. Like, there's people messaging you, you need to retrieve. Go into the cantina and they're going to hand you a thing.
We had to show a thing on our phone to our waiter, and then he was like, yo, if this gives you in trouble, you didn't get this from me. And it was a special coaster with a code on it that we could scan in the app. That was like, okay, now you got the information on how to forge some stuff.
Yeah. All right, we're about to do, when we're in the theme parks, when we're on other planets, we love to do unboxings. We got a blind box unboxing right here. What do you got?
New blind box, Doc Undar's mystery treasures.
Oh, it could be any of his mystery treasures here.
I thought it'd be cool.
Let's find out what he got. It's got to be something good. Doc Ondar wouldn't sell no crap.
How the hell do you open this thing? Wait, seriously, how do you open this thing? Oh shit. What's up? Nothing.
Got it open?
Nothing. You having no issues at all opening that.
Oh, dude, this is rad. Look at that.
Oh, you got a spooky mask.
It's a cool skull.
That's like the mask from JoJo, dude. That's gonna like make you bad.
Oh, wait.
Does it make me bad?
This is actually really cool. What is this? That's pretty cool.
Dude, Kevin, what do you think?
I think it sucks. That he wastes the money.
Waste some money.
We did some of the quests in Galaxy's Edge using the phone.
Yeah,
before. It was boring.
No, this was cool.
But this gave us purpose. There were points to doing it, and then we got the holocron.
Yeah.
Brought it in, and because we were doing all the Force storyline stuff, we got to see the ghost of Yoda.
Ways revealing itself. If open, one is discoveries of new abilities, secrets of the Force.
It was a secret meeting in the Jedi training.
I think it was
facility.
just a holocron message.
Right.
No, it was a ghost. It was a ghost.
Well, it's in concept.
Yeah.
Whatever. But pretty awesome effect.
And it was all of us in there with Saja, Livy, your favorite.
Wait.
And
there's an announcement outside.
it's 9:30.
Oh yeah.
We have 15 minutes before we have to get the fuck out of here.
Get the hell out of here. No, it's over.
It's fine. You got 15 minutes.
Definitely.
Anyway, so it was us, Ray, Saja, Livy, and the SK droid.
Yeah.
And they're like, what is this? You know, they brought that box. What is it? And she opens it up, and there's this massive hologram.
Yeah.
But what'd you think of that?
Yeah, the effect was really cool. Like it was a hologram in the middle of the room of Yoda.
Yeah.
How do they do that?
Some projection system. I just don't know why.
The ceiling.
Okay.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I looked up and
you can see
Yoda.
Something up there?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Whatever it was, it looked like a real hologram. Of Yoda talking to us. It was
cool.
And the one thing, the one other thing that I knew going into this weekend was I knew some people who had specifically told me my friends saw that and I was mad I didn't.
Yeah.
So it was like, well, I'm doing that.
Yep.
Yeah. So
100%.
Stick with the Force.
Yes.
But anyway, all that is to say, we experienced everything on Batuu. Again, we've done Galaxy's Edge before, so nothing new to report there. But you did all those quests, and it leads
unlike Smuggler's Run and stuff, like Hondo mentions the Halcyon.
That was cool too. That was
you're from the ship up, the fancy ship.
Yeah.
Well, you need some coaxium.
Yeah,
And it was cool because, like you said, this felt like the other half of that story is like, why are we getting coaxium? Just cause? No, we're getting coaxium because we need it because the First Order is initiating a shutdown of this ship because some of the people are with the First Order, so we need the coaxium to jumpstart the systems.
Yeah.
Like they explained everything, and it makes Galaxy's Edge makes so much more sense.
Yeah, and that's why I say it's almost a shame that they put all that behind one experience.
Yeah.
You know, you really did think when they would open Galaxy's Edge, and I'm saying this as someone who's a fan of it in its current form, but it really is a shame there isn't more of that story in there where you could just explore it at the theme park again and again and get all that. It's like, no, you had to go to this thing. Well, now this thing's closing, so, you know.
Yeah.
But it really did altogether complete the whole tale. This is like its own Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
And that's what made it really cool. You know, and it's just a shame that that piece will be missing.
I know.
But
it was a cool addition.
But yeah, we talked about the finale. We did all that, and then this more. By the way, they kept you fed the entire time.
Oh my gosh, the
Buffets
food on this thing was so good.
It was all alien-esque versions of great food.
Yep. All you can eat, just buffet food.
Blue milk on tap.
Blue milk on tap, and at any point you could walk into the hall. It was going on there. Yeah. The Sublight Lounge was the bar in the Atrium, and that was dope.
Yeah, that was sick.
And the soundtrack in there was good. And I think that's released. That was cool.
Yeah.
Played Sabacc. They had a holographic
Sabacc table. That was super cool.
Sabacc table. I was kind of hoping they would have more than one of those. That was just having one. Yeah. It's kind of like you really can't do another one. So, whatever. Like I said, a couple criticisms here and there, but overall, I had a phenomenal couple days.
Yes.
I thought it was. I'm so glad we did it.
I'm so glad. This is something that we are going to be talking about for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. I honestly think this is the holiday special of our generation.
Where everybody said this earlier.
This unknown thing and now it's well known, but like
but this is the thing they're going to make references to, obscure references to be funny.
Yep.
Yeah, like,
is that what you mean?
Yeah, like they say Life Day all the time now.
Yeah,
and like,
15 years from now, there's going to be a movie where someone drops. When I was aboard the Halcyon.
Yeah.
I didn't have treatment like this.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think that's a great assessment of it. This is going to be the thing they kind of joke about for a long time.
Definitely.
But there's no denying you had an experience.
It was such a great experience.
Yeah.
I loved it. And it was just such a fun thing I've never experienced before.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
And I want to say we never will again, but you never know.
Yep.
What are they? The question now is, what are they going to do with this place once it closes? We have a similar theory. I think they're going to do some kind of dinner show. I think the hotel is done.
A dinner theater.
Yeah.
Right? If you're in Batuu over at Hollywood Studios, pay a couple $100. They shuttle you over to this place. They do that Gaia show. Yeah. You have an expensive dinner. They shuttle you back, or they, whatever. You
add a little bit maybe of those interactive experiences. Maybe everybody gets to play with the bridge once.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about the bridge training with all the little fun games and everything. Yeah. Like there's so much small things to do that they could compress that into maybe 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
Charge $600-700.
Yeah.
And just run this thing daily forever.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know, but it sounds like everything we've heard. It kind of sounds like they're just writing it off.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't see them bulldozing this place. I'd be surprised if they just bulldoze it.
There's too much here.
No, they couldn't bulldoze it.
Yeah.
That's
but it is Florida, so they could let it sit here for 30 years and do nothing with it.
This could be our next one. This could be the Wonders of Life Pavilion.
Yeah.
Any day now.
It's funny when me and Ryan are at Epcot. He's like, "What's that gold building?" No, it's abandoned.
Yeah, just
There's
The idea that it's just
Florida will do
abandoned
that,
buildings, it's crazy to me. I can't wait to see a video 15 years from now of you sneaking in here. Somehow.
I'm not going to sneak in, but I'll watch any video of people sneaking in here in 20, 30 years.
Adam the Woo, it's on you. You're back.
Yeah.
You're back in the sneaking business. Anyway, we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
But, I think we gave you pretty much our thoughts.
Yeah, this was such a fun.
We may have more to say later on, but this is just kind of, we wanted to do this off the top. Like,
Yeah,
hey, we just had the experience. Let's talk about it. I think our shuttle is kind of pulling up here.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're supposed to be on that. We may have missed it. Well, fuck. We'll do our best. Yeah.
Man.
We may be Kylo's property very soon. He may pay us a visit very soon.
Oh, he did the cool
Yeah, she cut him at one
Yeah.
point. And then he did that. That was my favorite little piece of direction in those new movies. Anyway, but that's the gist of it. Anyway, we got to figure out how to get these shields out of here.
I
So
know.
we're gonna leave you for now. But again, may have more to say later. But thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Terrace Kasi. I'm gonna do the bow. That's Terrace Kasi. Learn it. Take care.
May the force be with you.
Oh yeah. There. That was your last thing.
Oh, shit.
Don't
Sorry.
say anything else.
Fuck.
The end. Oh wait, here's my. Wait, okay. I'm gonna show my snack show. There's
My treasures.
See my little snack. Hey guys, welcome. Check this out. Yeah, don't
fuck
mess.
with them.
Yeah. What? What are these noises? If I hit it. Oh, anyway.
Cool.
I saw probably over the course of this trip 3,000 of these in people's luggage because they can't give these shields away. Anyway, what you're watching right now is the addendum to the episode. This is the bonus features.
Yes. This isn't the Star Wars hotel anymore, if you can't tell.
Yeah, no, it is. We got extra nights because we're high rollers, so we're in the captain's suite. This is the captain's suite. The Captain Keevan prefers these decorations, this decor.
It reminds him of home.
Yeah, it reminds them of home. No, we continued our Disney World trip. We're going other places. It's actually wrapping up. We're going home soon.
Yes.
And after full days of the parks and after the Star Wars hotel, I'm a zombie. I'm dead. But so that's why you're getting what you're getting. But I wanted to do a little addendum to what we talked about at the
actual hotel, like in the room.
Yeah, because I felt like we mostly covered it, but then we were also kind of like against the clock.
We were down to the wire because
to get out of
there.
there.
We filmed that after breakfast, knowing we had to be out by 9:45, and we actually right after we stopped filming, they're like, okay.
Literally, as soon as we stopped recording,
they
knocked. They were like, it's time to take the shuttle back to Earth.
They're like, okay, we're already packed and everything, and so we're a little rushed the last time, so.
It didn't feel right to rush that episode.
No, not at all.
But I still think we covered most of it.
Yeah.
It was a good episode. I'm happy to have the other guys on
awesome.
it. But there were just a couple things. I was talking with, shout out to our friend Guy Selga.
Yeah.
Great dude. You can find him on Twitter. He's going to the theme parks all the time. He's a theme park master. I had him on an episode of when I did that show Blind Box.
Oh, yeah.
And we looked at his collection or something. He's a great dude. Anyway, he had done this before, and he was asking me, he's like, so what do you think knowing you'll never go back to this? Like, what are you feeling like? And I was like, I just kind of want to share some of the thoughts and some of the things that we talked about because it made me think like, yeah, we kind of didn't cover this in the previous conversation, but I don't know if you think this is a fair assessment, Kevin, but what he asked me, like, what do you think? You'll never go back to it. What's your reflection on it? Yeah. And I think my review, now that we've had a few days on the Galactic Starcruiser, I felt like I was on the Titanic.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is one of the most beautiful things that had been made in the cruise department, Like, and what I mean is like it was just so well designed and the creativity put into it. It was just awesome, but you could also see the hubris on display that would sink it.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why it did sink. Again, it's been a long week, guys. Sorry, it's very tiring, very tired. But, you know what I mean? You could kind of see, we're playing dress up with a bunch of these rich dudes that are kind of weird, and the way that they're acting about the whole thing is very exclusive and it just I think it was a little too it was like there was such hubris like we'll charge $6,000 a night and they'll pay it because they love Star Wars so much and they'll pay. Like there was just an attitude behind it that I think you could see this is going down. They're gonna hit the iceberg. Yeah. But when it was above water, what a beautiful thing it was.
So good.
So like I loved what it was, but also there's a side to it that could not survive. And and just talking to him about it, and he was saying that he felt sorrow about it because it's the kind of ambitious thing that companies should try.
Yeah, because it is trying something new. And like, I hope the failure of this doesn't make them think, oh, we can never do this stuff again. Let's do that. It's like, no, we do more stuff like this.
It was cool.
Be creative.
It's not, I feel like it's not super often now you see a super expensive risk. Like that, And by it failing, it kind of sends this message of like, don't get ambitious. Like, don't bother.
Like, no, be ambitious, please.
Yeah, it just blows my mind what they invested into this, and they're not even going to give it a chance. But yeah, I just kind of felt like, that it just felt like I had my own little Titanic experience. I mean, mine was a little better than the original Titanic. A little less messed up, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Dude, I would you like if it wasn't going away, how long would you want to do it again? Or would you? Yeah,
I was saying before. Really, what would have been the ideal thing, and I'm taking cost out of it.
Yes.
Again, we were lucky enough to finagle some things for this one.
It's too expensive.
So we got lucky with this one.
Yes.
But yeah, the cost was ridiculous. But if that was out of the picture, it was like I could just go and not worry about that. I would. Ideally, it would be I go twice because this first one, again, I felt like I could have been more involved in the storyline. I could have gotten, I kept thinking like, why didn't I go and talk to this dude? I could have talked to him on my own. Why did I wait to see Ryan do it? Why did I? Part of me thinks I should have just done that myself. But then another part of me really was like, I'm just absorbing all this. I'm like, I've never done this. So I gotta like sit back and just kind of take it in. Like, hey, what's going on with this? How do they handle that? Okay. Oh, well, what are they gonna do? He says he's gonna do this. Is he really going to? Oh, he did. I can't just go Mach 10 through that. I gotta like sit back and like observe. So what would be ideal is I would do that this time and then in a year or something go back and then I'm like, I'm in this. Okay, do this.
And maybe like try something new or
exactly.
Or do things a little differently.
Yeah, if the cost had come down and it survived at the same time, I would have done that. But as it stands, this is the only time I'll ever get to go. But I just think I just think there were just things about it. And I'll also say, too, we kind of made jokes about some of the clientele there being goofy, being like, okay, this guy's trying to be part of the show, whatever. But I really can't emphasize it enough. Like that was kind of a mark against it. Not that anyone there was an asshole or anything.
No, not at all.
But lots of... you could tell it was like older rich dudes trying to play the Imperial dude, like trying to be part of the Empire, and that was just great. I don't know. I just felt like, get away from me. I don't know. Yeah. And then there were some quests trying to talk to people, or let's go see this guy, but there's 70 people around that guy already.
And I would love to do that right now. I really would, more than anything. But here's the thing. I can't. Because I don't have it. Huh? But somebody in this room.
And so it's kind of like, can I get involved?
Yeah.
Whatever. I would say those, and like the captain's dinner thing that we mentioned, were kind of the main disappointments, I guess, about it.
Yeah.
But nothing that couldn't have been like tweaked or I guess some of the clientele, what are you going to do about that? But there were certain things about it, I guess, that could have been tweaked and made better. I just think it's a shame that it's just all being thrown out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I really wanted to say about it. Really just kind of like reflections on just the end of it as I left. I do want to add though, man, it can't be said enough. They took care of us.
Yes.
At that thing, and obviously they should for the cost of it that is attached. But when we this hadn't happened yet when we recorded the first part, but even just leaving, they were just not only were they were still in character when they were kicking us out.
Yeah,
so that was good. You could ship merch back. They made it very easy to ship merch back.
Yeah.
Like if you picked up merch at the gift shop, which we all did. Because you're never getting that again.
And now I have to start packing all that stuff up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Well, anyway, I had enough to, it was a gnarly scene, but I had no room for it in my luggage. And also, can't emphasize it enough, like, they were giving these shields away.
These huge shields.
I mean, again, do you see this? This is for all my haters. Yo, you hate on Twitter? Yeah. You haven't been relevant in 10 years. I didn't even get that. You're fat. Yeah. I think you're too fat for the Mario Kart ride and you shouldn't complain about it. Anyway, but yeah, they made it super easy to ship stuff home. Like
it was just a bag that you throw everything in, a QR code to scan with your phone, and then fill out the info.
They just
leave it in your room.
They literally made it so easy to just put all the stuff you want for them to mail home for you in a bag in your room and walk away. That's it. Mm-hmm. And then it was like whatever's in that bag is getting mailed home to you.
Yep.
That was really cool. And then leaving, even the nice little touch of when we left the hotel, they were like, guys, how are you getting where you're going? And Ryan and Jared were like, oh, we're going to the airport. And you and me were like, no, we're going to Disney World. We're still going. And they were just on it. They were like, okay, we got our Mears Connect guy.
Yeah.
We got a shuttle taking you to the airport. They're coming for you right now.
You guys, we got a minivan coming. Yeah. The actual minivan. They're mini polka dot.
Minnie Mouse polka dot van. Which I didn't know they were still. I didn't know they had that service.
Just brought that back like last year.
Where they shuttled people around privately between the resorts and things like that. But we got one of those and we had a great driver. I think
super nice.
Was her name Leslie?
What was that?
Was her name Leslie?
I think so.
I think it was Leslie. Leslie
Great
was
driver.
Fantastic personality, and she was so just good. A bright light.
Yep.
She was just so excited about her job and infectious excitement, whatever.
It was great.
So shout out Leslie if you're watching this. This is Leslie Television right now. We're telling you. But it was just a class act. Like they just took care. I mean, they wouldn't even let you leave without like taking care of you.
Yeah.
Now again, it's days later, and I just got a call from them again today about when they mailed the stuff from the hotel room, and they were still kind of in character. They told me they were like Bright Suns, fellow traveler. We still have your drop ship from the Galactic Starcruiser. we have your pay or whatever they called it, something like that. They were still kind of in character, and they were just like, okay, just verifying it's going here and here and here. It's like, yes, and they sent it out. So
that's great.
You know, they really, again, it's the bare minimum. They should be treating you good for such an expensive event like that, but or whatever. But so it goes without saying. But you never know. I mean, again, Disney hasn't exactly added a lot of perks to stuff in recent years. They've been known for kind of taking it away. So to see them go way above and beyond for this, I also think a lot of people who work there are really into it too, and they believe in it.
They're super into it and super they're really great at what they do. Everybody, the staff, the actors, everything. They're really great at what they do, and they really put everything 110% into everything they do.
Yeah. So I don't know what else there is to say about it. It really was just like just wanted to reflect on it a minute after the fact.
Just so we weren't rushing at the end of that last part.
Yeah. I felt bad just kind of like being so succinct. It's not quite a Creepy Old Crypt unless you ramble a little bit. Yeah. I'm very excited. I'm very happy that the soundtrack to the entire Starcruiser is
I need to listen
released.
To that. Yeah.
It's on Apple Music and Spotify and stuff like that. So that's pretty awesome. I do hope they do a physical of it.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
I don't know who that's for, so I kind of doubt they're going to.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was great seeing Ryan and Jared. They were in the episode, you know.
Totally.
And had a great time with them. Yeah. That's all I can think of.
I know. I can't think of anything else either.
Might just be too tired to think of anything else. You
know, we're days of going to Disney parks every day, all day, every day.
I've still been working on stuff though. I was still working like from or and around the parks. So don't worry about that. Keeping stuff cooking. But aside from that, got a Tron action figure made, so that was kind of cool.
I got one of those too. They're sick.
And then I've been scouring eBay for all the other Starcruiser items that they didn't have in stock in the store anymore. I know people who did it, who did the Starcruiser right when it opened, like within the first couple months of it opening, and they were sold out of tons of shit.
Really, because they didn't have
just because it sold so well when it started. You know, you had the diehards coming in the first month. And a lot of it sold out. So they were like, oh, I came here for this and this and this. Oh, you're sold out. Like, what? Okay, what do I do? Mm-hmm. And they were like, we don't know. Sorry. It was like, what? You book another cruise?
One chance to get this stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
so
that's it.
That was kind of rough.
Which made me probably buy more because I was just like, I'm never going to be able to come back here. So.
Yeah. Man. Anyway.
How are you gonna end this? Are you gonna fall? Don't fall asleep, dude.
I'm kind of falling asleep. Where's
get your shield going?
Anyway, we just wanted to get a little addendum in there, just a little like thinking about it, summing it all up. What about you? Would you do it again?
I would give it a good amount of time.
Yeah.
And again, if money wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
It's still it's gone, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, it's too expensive. It's also gone.
Yeah, it's also non-existent anymore.
Yeah.
Or will be very soon. But I would give it a good amount of time so that it's fresh again, and then I would go again. Yes, I would definitely do this again. I had so much fun.
Yeah, it really was. It really was a lot of fun. I haven't stopped thinking about it.
Yeah,
that's gonna be an experience I carry with me for a long time.
Yep.
What do you think? Should I get the tattoo, the logo?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right. Well. I'm going to bed.
No, you're not. You turn the lights off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Guess what, haters? I never sleep. I think, I don't know why you spend so much time talking about rides. How come you don't go on roller coasters? I think your tweet about the Austin Powers Game Boy Color game is stupid. I gotta go to bed. Turn this shit off.
Light your way and see you safely home. Did you like that?
Yeah. I loved it.
I'm so glad you liked it. I actually wrote that myself. Wow. Until then, best journey onward.